Hi my friends, thanks for rejoining me on our adventure with the Ilford Simplicity Kit for processing film. We have the film loaded in here. Next, all we need to do is mix up the chemistry. There are four chemicals in the package, and all you need are four beakers or any container at all that will take 600 milliliters of tap water. Nothing more, just tap water. And let it sit for a little while so it gets to room temperature. And so we're going to mix up the chemistry. And then in the following segment, we will finally get our hands a little bit wet and we'll get down to processing the film, which is exciting for me because as I mentioned, I shot this roll of film a couple of weeks ago of street people. And it's one of the intriguing things about film is you do not get the instant feedback by looking at an LCD. So in other words, you get the experience kind of lingers a little bit until you finally get to see the film when it comes out of the processing. So in any event, let's get on with mixing up our chemistry. Well, my friends, we have the chemistry all prepared, nice and secured in a daylight tank. And now we're going to get our hands a little bit wet, process the film, and I am with a little bit of bated breath, looking forward to the results of the photographs I did of the street folks. And which, by the way, I will share a couple of those images with you. So, without further ado, let's get processing. I have a timer here. I've mixed all the other chemistry here, save but for the developer, which I'm going to do now. You'll notice it's a liquid, so there's no powder for any fumes. Not that as I suggested, that there would be no hazardous aspect to it in any event. Good for recycling. My trusty on-loan straw. Now, as mentioned, the developing time for ISO 400 for the HP5 Plus is 6.5 minutes. Now, you can vary your processing time. This is a very interesting aspect to black and white. It's not like Photoshop, but you do have a great deal of control on how to manipulate the film for contrast and sharpness and for grain. It's really, really very interesting. But for this, we're going to go by the book. Developer. I will start the timer for 6.5 minutes. Comes with the kit comes with this little stir rod here, which engages on the shaft, and so this is a form of agitation that I happen to like very much. The recommended is putting on this lid, making it sure it's nice and secure, and inversion technique. 4 inversions per minute. Now at the very outset, here's an important tip. Give this a good solid wrap. Any little bubbles that may have formed on the film when you're putting in the developer, this will knock them off, again preventing spots from forming on your film. So now I don't think it is necessary for us to, no matter how patient you might be, to wait for the 6.5 minutes to go by here, then the 30 seconds to a minute in the stop bath, followed by the fixer for 3 minutes, So what we're going to do is I'm going to go off camera, going to allow the film to process, stop it, fix it, and we'll come back for the washing cycle.